I thank you for coming by for a little bit of singing here, which I used to do on livestream.com for the Facebook version of Family Bible Time. I know there's a lot of stuff going on there and just what I described even, but to break it down, folks on Facebook, when I do the readings of God's Word, I do it on livestream.com, then I share those readings on Facebook, and I would also do a song there. But the live stream site only allows 10 gigabytes of video upload stuff, so I'm running out of disk space there on my free account with livestream.com. So I decided to push these singing videos over here. This notion of doing this was first brought to mind by the Lord as I worked with my mom earlier in the year at the hospital. I was able to stay with her a few days while she was in, the hospital after getting out of ICU and all. And I'd sing to her, and I found this site on my iPod. And I'd just say, let's see what the Lord would have for us today, Mom. And I just, push one here. And a lot of times it'd be one that I didn't know. So I just go find another one. But I didn't look. So then I just do it until I find one that I knew, and figured this was like the song that the Lord gave us for the day, and then we carry on with things. But here's the one that the Lord gave me for today, and I'll read you this little hymn history and then sing this song. I don't know if you can see the title, but I'll not mention the title. We'll just I can't see it right there, so I'm going to have to pull this back there. Let you see the nice little beach scene there on my box of tissues. Okay, I'll give you a hint about who wrote the song. Pastor Elisha A. Hoffman, author and composer of more than 2,000 gospel songs. So, it won't be real easy for you to figure out which one this is, if you know many of his songs. But he gave the following account of the writing of this well-beloved hymn during a pastorate in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. There was a woman to whom God permitted many visitations of sorrow and affliction. Coming to her home one day, I found her much discouraged. She unburdened her heart, concluding with the question, "Brother Hoffman, what shall I do? What shall I do?" I quoted from the Word, then added, "You cannot do better than to take all of your sorrows to Jesus. You must tell Jesus." For a moment she seemed lost in meditation. Then her eyes lightened as she exclaimed, "Yes, I must tell Jesus." As I left her home, I had a vision of that joy-illuminated face, and I heard all along my pathway the echo, "I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus." Pastor Hoffman quickly wrote the words and soon completed the music as well. This hymn was first published in 1894 in Pentecostal Hymns. Elisha Hoffman lived from 1839 to 1929. Lived to be 90 years old. As also mentioned, he wrote over 2,000 hymns. Here's this one. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear my burdens alone. In my distress he kindly will help me. He ever loves and cares for his own. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, I cannot bear my burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, Jesus can help me, Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind, compassionate friend. If I ask him, he will deliver make of my troubles quickly an end. Oh, how the world to evil allures me. Oh, how my heart is tempted to sin. I must tell Jesus, and he will help me over the world the victory to win. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, I cannot bear my burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me, Jesus alone.